MP's about to tear it up.
MP about to put on a show in the desert.
Show them how you show.
Kicks MP.
Showtime, MD. True balls moment.
Next, the Suns taking on the Lakers. For Phoenix, it's been a disappointing first half of the season. Can they turn things around? Starting with the wins. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to. And nearing the midway point, and Doris, we're always seeing some shifts in the landscape of competition.
That, to me, Kevin, is what makes things both interesting and exciting. There's an intrigue to, are some of the young players in the league pushing the established stars? How deeply into the careers of the great players are we? And are we looking at the end of what has been an extraordinary run of talent? It's always incredible to watch.
MP is not taking these conference matchups lightly. He doesn't want to just be the best and make it into the All-Star game. He has made it known he wants to be the guy.
And how impressive have these performances been by MP? He puts a big old target on his back that his competition isn't taking lightly and continues to dominate out there. He's garnered a good deal of added respect the way he's taking care of his business.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Tari Eason, Walker out there with Doncic. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Connect in at the small forward.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
To the paint, here's Booker. A second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I love that Devin Booker isn't afraid to mix things up on the offensive end, trying to score inside, and does just that.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Lets it go from 11. Eason grabs the board. The Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off the... Oh!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, if you think Luka Doncic is a problem, you're right. Coach told me he reads the situation as well as anyone. We'll try to give him different looks. The goal is just to slow him down and try to make someone else beat us. We'll see where it ends up. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Mobo. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Duren pulls it in.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Now Wesley for the three. Doesn't go for him. Walker taking his time here. Doncic outside. Fires the three. And it's Walker again missing. Suns trail by 3. Booker with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Hendricks. Nice D from Doncic. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And the dunk by Walker.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Hendricks. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Phoenix grabs the miss.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Wesley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. So both teams changing it up here. Both shots good from the stripe. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Floats it up for Walker. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Powell, he's checked in for the Lakers. And Hayes kicks to Booker. Powell against Herter. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Shots good by Walker.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Outside, Walker. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 7. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
He's out there with Booker. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Messi in at center. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, the professor in that last outing against the Rockets was terrific. He scored an incredible number of points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Booker against Walker. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 11. And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
It's Joe on the wing. And the three off target.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Walker, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It goes on Devin Booker. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Lets it go. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Booker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
There's Walker with the three. Knocks down the three ball. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
No good from Booker.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Connect. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Walker. He's all the way up there at number 2 in the voting for the three-point contest. Fans and the media know that he is one of the premier long-distance shooters in the league today.
And Kevin, not to take anything away from the other facets of his game, but let's face it, that three-point shooting is what puts him on a whole nother level.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
There's the drive, and Walker throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Walker against Wesley. Here's Hendricks. Walker with the rebound. Lakers leading by 17. Down low. On the wing, Walker. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Mobo. Pass to Hendricks. A three-pointer is right on target. Hendricks has got 9 points.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you in. Stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And moving on to some mid-season analysis. Let's check out the latest. And that's a halftime wrap.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from the professor.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
So for the Lakers right now, Jalen Duren is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Connect. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard spot. Now Wesley. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Booker into the lane. Missed inside. Lakers leading by 14. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
And here's Walker outside from beyond the arc and then some. Walker's got 38 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
A nice shot by Booker.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's good from long range.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Wesley the pass to Babcock. Here's Mobo. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Wesley. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Walker with it. Now guarded by Booker. And Walker throws it down hard.
That's how to throw it down with a flourish. Guys, windmill that baby home.
Oh, you're right. And he does it on the reverse just for good measure. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Shots good by Booker.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first one falls. Second free throw, no good. Doris, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this on. Oh, gentlemen. My goodness, step back.
That was incredible. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. For three. The shot off that time.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Yep, it counts.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Hendricks. He's got 9. Good on the three-point shot. Hendricks has got 12.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Just his first attempt. Hendricks controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Here's Walker with the drive. And Walker throws it down hard.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Booker against Walker. Back to Booker. Pass to Hendricks. From deep. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Walker. And good, he hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. It's Wesley on the wing, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Messi. He's covered by Eason. Clock at 6. Booker outside. Fires away from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
He rifled that one in from distance. Walker's got 55.
And talk about a terrific stroke. The defense was hoping that a 3-ball that deep wasn't going in.
Walker against Booker. Pass to Wesley to end the run. That one no good. There's Walker with the foul, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. From Footprint Center, back in a moment. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right.
We've got Devin Booker, and it's Wesley in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
For 3, Booker, and the 3-ball is good. Booker's got 22 points.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Here's Walker. Again, what an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62!
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Hendricks. There's the triple. Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Over to the left wing. The Lakers moving the ball around. Here's Walker. Takes it inside. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, just tremendous focus from Devin Booker on the interior. It matters not if he's facing size. Look out.
Portis kicks to Walker. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Mobo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mobo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Walker.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And here's Booker from the arc. Bassey pulls it in.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And here's Booker. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg,
Okay then, that's how we stand on business.
Great win tonight, MP. No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Good, MP? Get ready to light it up tonight.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. Looking now at some numbers for him.
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Bobby Portis out there with Connect. Then it's Duren. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Walker in a two-guard. And for the Jazz, Williams is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Thompson. And it's Shaw in at the small forward. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
So the Lakers win the tip. And of course, MP has made it known he expects an all-star nod this season. And any matchup that challenges his spot, he's going to take very seriously.
The special part of MP's game is how spectacular he is under the brightest lights. When he faces high-caliber stars, he turns it up to another level. Fans have come to expect excellence from him against top talent, and I'd be shocked if he wasn't a shoo-in as a top all-star vote-getter. The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game now. Stan, another head coach from the Greg Popovich tree, Will Hardy, who started his career in San Antonio.
And there have been a lot of successful guys that have come through the Spurs organization. Will Hardy is just another one who is developing into an outstanding NBA coach.
Now here's Walker. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Right side, Williams. To the inside, Freeman. No good on the shot. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Here's Connect. Rebounded by Freeman.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
For Utah, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Utah's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Thompson. Here's Shaw. Over connect. Shaw misses.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And it's Utah with the ball. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Well, Dalton Knecht had a late growth spurt during college, and it really helped his game, Grant.
He really did. I mean, B.A., he started college as a 6'3" guard, but grew 3 inches during his first 2 seasons and added some muscles. Now at 6'6", he can play confidently out there on the wing.
Finished off the break. Shaw's got 5.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Walker. Money on the 19-footer. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys. Man, the defender really...
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against the Clippers. Looking to carry it into this one.
Great offensive game plan in that one. They put their guys in positions to succeed, and it really paid off.
And that was the kind of win a coach takes pride in. You lay out the strategy, and the players execute perfectly.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Luguentz Dort out there with Walker. Then it's Tari Eason. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Bassie in at the center spot. Now here's Williams. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Utah making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. And the Lakers also making a switch. Portis is checked in. To the middle. Here's George. And the jam by George.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Even if they saw the step back coming, the defense didn't offer much resistance.
Outside, Williams. It's deflected. Outside, Walker. Fires for 3. Williams grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
George with it, and Walker picks him up defensively. Williams from long range drains the triple. Williams has got his second bucket on the night.
And that was a good read from Leonard, noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Walker for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He scored 53 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. And just a huge game for him. His coaches would love to see him do it again. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So both teams changing it up here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Walker. Three-pointer. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
And here is Thompson. Outside, Williams. Here's Freeman. 7 points in the game. It's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. George, he's checked in for Utah. Williams passes to Thompson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Connect's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Jazz. .59 seconds left in the second period. Here's Freeman. Rebound by the Lakers. These guys are unreal. 27 straight victories, which ties the win total of that star-studded Miami Heat team back in 2013.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
Now here's Walker. 15 points in the game. Doncic finds Walker. They get it back. Portis, left side. Fires in the triple. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Freeman. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Walker for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They've had a lot of...
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side, and it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Filipowski out there with Williams. Then it's Thompson, and it's Shaw in at the 3. And that's the group for Will Hardy as we begin the second half.
Oh, wow!
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Jazz trail by 13. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Left side Walker. Second chance shot. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Inside, here's Freeman. And he converts the layup. Freeman's got 9.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Outside Walker. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 16.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Good. Freeman's gotten 4 this quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Walker. Doncic passes to Walker. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
George, he's checked in for Thompson. And the Lakers also making a switch. Eason's checked in for Portis. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Freeman. Utah with another miss. Here are the Lakers now. They're on a 12-4 run to the paint. Here's Walker, and the jam by Walker.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Here's Freeman. Walker covering. Outside, Williams. Down low. Here's Shaw. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Pass to Doncic. Launches a 3. Shaw pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Freeman. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Walker. And the jam by Walker.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
And again, it's the Lakers.
I didn't see that coming. He sinks a pretty dicey shot.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Williams. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Walker. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the evening. Free throw good. Walker. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the run. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. First trip to the line for him here. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. 5 ticks left in the third quarter here. Walker for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be back in a moment. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running. Awards. It did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by...
And so it's the Lakers easily grab.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Let's go.
You let these guys light the beam, and you're going to stand there and watch it.
Thank you.